Welcome you all to the SPCM channel. So after a long time I am posting this video for the metric portions or state board portion. So that lesson the world after World War II. The world after World War II, this lesson already started. We already had seen this particular lesson, but I shared only the short answer from that particular lesson. Today I have a plan to share the two detailed answer from that particular lesson. The two details are, one is regarding to Mao's time, second one is regarding to the transformation of European Council into Union. That answers only we are going to looking forward. I already posted many video, but I didn't get the support from your community, in the sense I am telling from your students community. Please share the video to your friends. But I'm not stress you, I'm not insist you. You should spend the time only to watch my video, only to watch the study videos which I posted. Please share when you are free the study related video. So please share the video to your known friend and as well as to your unknown friends. So I hope so that you are going to support my video, you are going to subscribe my video, you are going to deliver your like in favor of me. So please join with me today. We are going to looking forward on the lesson, the world after World War II, the two detailed answer. Let me to write in a board. This is the lesson name. This lesson I already started before 2 weeks. We started and I just had given only the short answer from that particular lesson. Two details also answers are remaining from that lesson. That two details are going to present to you all. The first one. Mao's tongue. Mao's tongue. How was Mao's tongue make China into a communist country? How was Mao's tongue made China as a communist country? That answer only is given as a first detail in that particular lesson. Let's see. The first point. Only two-sided, very simple answer, because this is not a whole answer you should learn, because if you covered the short answer, the short answer is a part of the answer of this detail. We studied Mao's long march, no? That is a part of the detail, part of the answer which comes for this detail. Let's, I will tell you clearly, join with me. The first side reading. Mao as a organizer of peasants. Mao was an organizer of peasants. So first peasant mean the farmers. The farmers or the agriculturists. So let's see how Mao became the organizer of peasant. Let's see what are the points we should present under this side, the first point. Actually, in China, there were two parties existed. One was Communist Party, which led by Mao. Another one was Kuomintang Party. Kuomintang Party, which led by Sheikh. Chia Khan Sheikh. Chiang Kai-shek, who was the organizer of Kuomintang Party, who led the Kuomintang Party. Mao led the Communist Party. So first we have tried these two as a point. Kuomintang Party led by Chiang Kai-shek. Second one, Mao led the Communist Party. Third one, Kuomintang Party concentrated over the towns. Even as of now, even now we are having as a town and village we are having. The same thing was there. Actually, Communist Party concentrated over the villages. The Communist Party want to get the support from the peasant. But meanwhile, this Communist Party who concentrated over the town area, who concentrated over the people who were settled in a town. So the third point, in short, I will write Kuomintang Party concentrated or covered the area of town. Fourth one, Mao's or Communist Party concentrated over villages or peasants. This is one point. Next point will be few hundred communist who led to mountainous area and stayed for 7 years to strengthen the army. These are the points are enough which should write under the side heading of Mao was organizer of peasant. Very easy chance. If it comes in your exam paper, it comes in your public exam or the exam which you are going to appear in your school level, definitely that make it score how many marks that allotted for that particular question. First point, Kuomintang Party led by Chiang Kai-shek. Second point, Mao led the Communist Party. Third point, Kuomintang Party concentrated over the area of town or covered the area of town. Fourth one, Mao concentrated over the villages or the peasant. Fifth one, few hundred communists who led to the mountainous area and stayed for 7 years to strengthen the army. So these are the information you should possess. You should present in your paper under the side heading of Mao as the organizer of peasant. The second side heading is Mao's Long March. Mao's Long March. Whatever the information which you covered in the short answer, the same thing you just copy and paste. You just paste in the side heading of Mao's Long March. So the first side heading, only two side heading we are going to present under the answer. Mao, how Mao make the Communist Party in China. One was Mao was the organizer of peasant. Second one was Mao's Long March, which means 1934 Mao started the Long March with 1 lakh people, and they reached northern Sheni. They covered 6,000 miles. But actually that Long March was started with 1 lakh people, but when they returned, 20,000 people only returned. 20,000 people only fulfilled that Long March. That information we studied, and Mao became a leader for more people, more than 10 million people were under the guidance of Mao. That information I already taught you all under the short answer category. The same thing are enough to present under the Mao's Long March. So Mao was the organizer of peasant, these 5 points. Mao's Long March, whatever we studied under the short answer category, the same thing you should present under the Mao's Long March. So this is what answer for the question. How was Mao Zedong made Communist Party in China? Second one. Second question. Transformation of European Council into European Union. This is an important question. You can expect this question or UNO question. UNO also important. Whether that question will come in a question paper, or otherwise this European Union will comes in a question paper. So anyway, transformation of European Council into European Union. The first point. First side reading. European Council. European Council. The first point. After the Second World War, they want to consolidate the Western Europe. First point. After the Second World War, they want to consolidate. Consolidate means due to the war, the places was scattered. They wasn't united. Sorry, they weren't united. They weren't united. They are fighting with each other. But they want to make a united Europe. They want to make a united Western Europe. So that's the first point. After the Second World War, they want to consolidate, or they want to they want to make that Europe as a united one. So the first point, how we have to present, they want to consolidate the Western Europe. After the Second World War, they want to consolidated the Western Europe. Second point. For that they want to do the follows. Actually, even though they have a plan to make a united Western Europe, is not an easy thing. They couldn't make it as a single country or as a single person. They want to follow some guidelines. They should do some ideas. Let's see what are things they should do to make a country into a united one, to make a united Western Europe. First thing, you have to write this one. Under this point, you have to write as a sub points. This is one point. Under this, you have to write some other points. So first one, to prevent further wars. Especially between France and Germany. Second thing, they want to form a third force against the threat of USSR and USA. Actually, after the Second World War, the country was divided into two superpowers. That was one was USSR, another one was USA we studied. But here they want to form a third force. Besides America and Russia, they want to form a third force to strengthen or to fight with the USSR and USA. They want to strengthen themselves. If any attack is made by USSR or USA, they should have a strong power to prevent that war or to control them. So they want to form a third force equally with USSR and USA. Then under that, third one, they want to use the full economic and military sources of Europe. Actually, all the countries have the resources, but each and every country is different from that kind of resources which they are having, which they are found from that particular country. Actually, some countries having more with oil production, more with minerals, and some countries with agriculture. So each and every country is famous for some particular or some certain resources. So now they plan to use all the military resources and economic resources of Europe. That's the third point. They want to use the full military and economic resources of Europe. Resources of Europe. They want to use the full military and economic resources of Europe. Next one. Next one. In 1949, 10 countries met at London to form European Council. To form European Council. In 1949, 10 countries met at London to form European Council with its headquarter Brussels. Strasbourg. Not Brussels, Strasbourg. So in 1949, 10 countries met at London to form European Council with its headquarters Strasbourg. Okay, next one. Next, side heading. What is the first side heading which we studied? Yeah, the first side heading under the European Council. Second one, ECSC. European Economic and Steel Community. So EESC. European Economic and Steel Community. So under this first one, European Economic and Steel Community was established. Only one point. It doesn't have more information. You have to write European Economic and Steel Community was established within European Council. So in short I will write EESC was established. Second one. France, Western Germany. Listen me. France, Western Germany, Italy, Belgium, Holland, Luxembourg. Listen me. France, Western Germany, Italy, Belgium, Holland, Luxembourg. These were the 6 countries of EESC. One more time. France, these 6 countries of EESC form 6 countries. These 6 countries form the economic community, which means EEC, European Economic Community. So only 2 points you have to write under the next side heading, European Economic and Steel Community. In short, we can refer it as the EESC. First point you have to write EESC was established. Second one, France, West Germany, Italy, Belgium, Holland, Luxembourg. These were 6 countries of EESC which signed the agreement to form a European Economic Community. European Economic Community. So the next side heading is about EEC. So the side heading number is third, EEC, which refer to European Economic Community. So here first point we have to write, it prevent all the barriers of, it prevent all the barriers on the movement of, goods, capital, labor and raw material, everything. So regarding trade, we are not only import and export the product. Actually, even human also, some human who is visited to other country for a job, and that country people will comes to that another country for a job opportunity. So movement of labor, movement of goods, movement of capital, whatever the problem which occurred over the movement of these factor or these aspects or these things, no, that was prevented, that was stopped by the EEC. So the first point, it prevent means stop. It prevent the barriers mean hurdle mean the problems, barriers on the movement of goods, capital and labor. It prevent the barriers on the movement of goods, capital and labor. Second point, it brought common agricultural policy and common external trade policy. So it brought common agricultural policy and common external trade policy. So under the European Economic Community, you have to point out only 2 things. It prevents the barriers on the movement of goods, capital and labor. A broad common agricultural policy and common external trade policy. The next slide reading will be. European Act. Single European Act. So first one, Single European Act was signed. Single European Act was signed on July 1, 1987. Single European Act was formed or signed on July 1, 1987. Second point will be it insists the scope of EEC. Scope means they have many aims, they have many objectives, they have many plans to execute, no? So that was stressed, that was insisted by the Single European Act. Third thing will be scope of that member countries have multiple votes depend on the population. Actually, many member countries are there in the European Council, you know. So that member countries have many votes. Actually, we studied international organization. In that international organization, each member country has one vote. But here, each member country has more votes, has multiple votes. Depend upon the population. If that country consists with more population, that number of the rights to vote will be vary. So the number of the vote will be vary. So it's dependent totally exclusively over the population. Exclusively depend on the population. Then next one, European Union. Next one, European Union. The last point of this answer. European Union. Finally, European Union was formed. European Union was formed according to the Maastricht Treaty. The treaty name was Maastricht Treaty. According to the Maastricht Treaty, they formed the European Union in the year 1997. Maastricht, Maastricht Treaty. So Maastricht Treaty, according to the Maastricht Treaty, they formed the European Union in 1997. Second point, they introduced the common currency euro. Euro was a common currency. Euro was a common currency that was introduced by the European Union. So they introduced the common currency euro. They introduced the common currency euro. Then third one, it has 28 members. And the last one is headquarter. Its headquarter in Brazil. In Brussels of Belgium. Only 4 point. According to the Maastricht Treaty, they formed the European Union in 1997. Second one, they introduced the common currency, Euro. Third one, it has 28 members. Last one, its headquarters is in Brussels of Belgium. So only 5 heading. The first one, European Council. Second one, European Economic Steel Community. European Economic and Steel Community. Third one, European Economic Community. And the fourth one, Single European Act. Fourth one, Single European Act. And the last one, European Union. So these 5 points only we have to point out if this question will ask in your question paper, and very easiest answer how you are giving importance to the answer UNO, United Nations Organization. The same importance you must give to this answer also. So among that both answer you can expect any one answer in your question paper. So I hope everyone understand. I hope everyone will going to share this video to your friends and as well as your unknown friends also. So please do subscription over my channel. Please share this video. Please support me always. I need your support always. Thank you for joining with me till now. Thank you.